Hello guys, can I get a quick confirmation, everybody? I hope everybody is able to hear me. Yeah, just drop a message like yes. Okay, so welcome to this batch. But I hope everybody has got the link from the dashboard, how to join the session, each and everything. Yes or no, everyone? Let's check out. Like some people are about to join. Okay, perfect. Let's wait for another 5 to 10 minutes, and then we will start. Okay. But let me know, how are you feeling for this batch? I hope everything is fine from your end, right? So we'll just be starting in some time. Thank you. We'll just start in some time, okay? So right now it's 9. I'm just waiting for all the people to join. Thank you. Okay, sorry guys. So there was some Zoom issue that we have just found out, but I think now everybody is able to connect, right? Yes. Yeah. Yes. 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 But don't worry. I think there was some Zoom issues, but now it is fixed. I've also sent the link in the chat. Each and everything looks fine, right now. Okay, just give me a quick yes if everybody is able to see my face at least, each and everything right over here. Anybody who's facing problem, anyhow, we have also done the induction session live in YouTube, so I don't think so you should be facing any problem. Yeah. Okay, just give me a quick yes. Yeah, so we'll just start in another 2 minutes. I think there were some link issues. Yeah. Okay, so how are you all, everyone? All good? Yeah. Okay, so welcome to this amazing ultimate RAG bootcamp. And uh, you know we in this particular session we are just going to have an induction session to make you understand what all things we are going to learn, how we are going to learn, and how we are going to cover each and every topics. We also have Paul with us. Uh, we'll be talking about our dashboard. I'll be showing you each and everything in the dashboard itself, and making sure to make you understand that how you will be able to get the mails, how when the recordings will be available, uh, about the badge details, each and everything. Okay, make sense, everybody? Yeah. Okay, so perfect. Welcome to this new batch again. We also live in YouTube for this induction session. We were facing some Zoom issues in the last moment related to some links and all, but anyhow, I've updated in the group itself. Okay. So let me go ahead and share my screen quickly. And first of all, we will start with our dashboard access, like how does our dashboard looks like, each and everything. Okay. Okay, just give me a quick confirmation if you are able to see the dashboard quickly. Okay. Yeah. If you are able to see my dashboard. Now, in your dashboard, first of all, I'll talk about which course we are talking about. So if you go to krishnaik.in, so this is the last bootcamp of 2025. So if you go ahead and see that, we are talking about this ultimate RAG bootcamp, wherein we are going to build traditional to agentic system with cloud deployment. Each and everything we will talk about it over here. Okay. And then uh, we will be talking about the syllabus, each and everything, what we are going to cover. Okay. So if you just go ahead and click on enroll now, so here you will be able to get all this information. And now here you will be able to get the entire syllabus. Okay, so this is the ultimate RAG bootcamp. Here, our learning objectives is basically mentioned. If you see step by step all the modules, this is going to probably take somewhere around 4 to 5 months to get completed. What all modules we are going to specifically cover? Foundation of RAG, LangChain, traditional RAG implementation, working with document parser, Llama Index will be a new module out there. Advanced Llama Index techniques, haystack, LangGraph, uh, along with this enhanced RAG techniques. And then here you will be able to see multi-model and structured RAG, conversational and contextual RAG, agentic RAG fundamentals, advanced agentic RAG, production RAG systems, cutting edge RAG techniques, model context protocol MCP, end-to-end projects, a lot of end-to-end projects we will be discussing along with the deployment. Okay. So according to this syllabus here, the clear idea is that our focus is more towards agentic AI with specific RAGs. RAG is one of the most popular techniques which we are going to specifically use uh, as we go ahead, because nowadays every companies have started implementing RAG products. Okay, and RAG products is really really important for any kind of use case. So there are a couple of things that we are going to do with respect to RAG. One is focus on implementing agentic AI applications. Along with that, what we are going to do is that we are going to cover different types of RAG. At the end of the day, we are going to develop something like a production grade applications. Here, the focus is more on coding, more on developing production grade applications. Agree, everyone? Does it make sense? Yes. I hope it makes sense. Okay. So this is the syllabus that we have. Okay. Now, related to prerequisites, so for prerequisites, what we have is that you need to have good Python programming language knowledge, because without Python programming language, it will be not possible to cover this particular batch. Python programming language is must, because there we will be talking about modular coding, we'll be talking about advanced coding in Python. We'll be making sure that we use VS Code. We'll be talking about how we can actually use Jupyter notebooks here ourselves. And that we will start from the next session, wherein we'll start with the installation of all the softwares that is actually required for this particular batch. Okay. The other thing is that you need to have basic knowledge of generative AI. And along with that, you need to have some cloud knowledge that is more than sufficient to get started. Clear? Clear with respect to the prerequisites? Yeah. Can I get a quick yes? If everybody's clear? Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Now, the next step with respect to the learning that you will be seeing over here is that let's go back and talk about your dashboard, because this dashboard is very much important. Okay. So if you go ahead and log in into learn.krishnaikacademy.com, is everybody able to see this specific batch with this 4 fields? Yeah. Yeah. Yes, we also have a mobile app of Krish Naik Academy. So if you go ahead and search for Krish Naik Academy in Android or in iOS, you'll be able to see these two apps. So if you go to Play Store, here is the app which you will be able to see it. Okay. So you can also go ahead and install the app in your mobile phones. Okay. So both in iOS, both in this, you have the specific app where you'll be able to see this kind of stuff, wherein even though when you're traveling, even though wherever you're going, you should be able to see anything, all the recordings along with your entire dashboard access and all. Yeah, you'll also be able to access the recordings. Clear? Now, from your dashboard, do you see all the specific options? Yeah. Do you see this? Yeah. Okay, forget about this affiliates because I'm the admin, I'm able to see this. But here you should be able to see feed, workshop, courses, and message. Don't worry about this affiliates. This affiliates will will not be visible to you since I am the admin over here, so it is visible for me. So first of all, let me talk about this particular dashboard because this is really important with respect to the dashboard itself. Okay. Now I will just go ahead and write, hello all, welcome to the welcome to the ultimate RAG bootcamp. Okay. So this is my message in your group, and I will go ahead and select this particular group. I'll save the changes and I'll publish it. Now, do you see that you will be able to see this particular message? Just reload the page, everyone. So this is the community feed. let's say that you want to announce something to the group, you want to share your learnings, you can go ahead and just post it over here. So if you go ahead and see on down, you'll be able to see that many people make sure to upload many things over here. Is the workshop started? Okay, this is the problem that many people was facing, but anyhow, we have fixed it. Okay. So here you can see your AI chatbot. People keeps on sharing the knowledge over here. Okay. They keep on sharing the knowledge over here. And here you will be able to see that uh, all the new things that they learn, anything that they do, they keep on doing this within your community group. It is just like a LinkedIn feed. Okay. And this LinkedIn feed, you'll be able to see that everything looks clearly. Whatever you want to post with respect to your group, any new things, you'll be able to do it. Okay. So if you just reload this, you should be able to see, you can just give a heart sign to this particular message over here. So if you go ahead and see it over here, welcome to the Ultimate RAG Bootcamp. So 23 people have given the engagement. So any engagement over here, you can reshare, you can repost, like how we specifically do in LinkedIn, that all things are available over here. Clear? Clear, everybody? Yeah. I hope everybody's clear, everybody, guys. Just give me a confirmation if things are clear for you. You're able to understand. Just a second. Okay. Perfect. Now, okay. Now, once this is done, this feeds are basically just to share the knowledge. Okay. Then the next section you'll be able to see workshop. Okay. So, do you see this entire workshop? So, this workshops actually gives you the entire sessions that you are having on Saturdays and Sundays. I think for me, I have access of three batches. So you'll be able to see 9:30 to 12:30. This particular batch access is there. Okay. 2 p.m., 6 p.m. another batch is there. 8 p.m., 12 a.m. another batch is there. And tomorrow, probably at night, 8 p.m., 12 a.m. another batch is there. Okay. So for you also, I think you should be able to see this particular batch. Yes. Yes or no? For November 2nd. Right. So 9 to 12, you should be able to see the specific batch details. Okay. Got it, everybody? Yeah. Yes. Perfect. So at any point of time, I think everybody has also received the mail about the class. Yeah. So there should be an email ID from support@krishnakacademy.com, and you should be able to receive the mail and all the links and all out there also. So at any point of time, if you really want to know what sessions are there, even from your mobile app, you can go ahead and check it out over here. And even in the desktop also, you should be, or in the laptop also, you should be able to do it. Okay. The next important session is about the course section. Now, in the course section, whatever courses you have specifically joined, that all courses will be visible over here with respect to the course dashboard. Okay. So if you go ahead and see over here, I will go ahead and click for one of the previous batches that we are doing, LLM Ops. Okay. So if you go ahead and see, I'll click on continue. So here, as soon as right now, let's say this session is going on, this session is also getting recorded. Okay. This session is also getting recorded. Now, after now, you may be asking, Krish, when we will be getting the recordings. Okay. So usually after the session gets over, like usually the session goes for 3 to 4 hours. Okay. It goes for 3 to 4 hours. And in that 3 to 4 hours, what we specifically do is that we cover the entire live session, and then we have doubt clearing session after that. So let's say right now is 9:20 a.m. IST. Once we cover the class till 12 p.m., then we start the doubt clearing. Doubt clearing basically means we ask all the questions, we allow you to unmute yourself, talk with respect to any queries that you have. We try to answer them. And for that, we come what first come first serve basis, because we need to cater all the doubts. And each and every doubt is important, because if somebody is asking a specific doubt, that same doubt can be for the other person also. So we are making sure that the doubts are answered in a most proper way, so that everybody's doubts are clarified. And don't worry, until and unless we don't clear all the doubts, we are not going to stop the session. Clear? Everybody clear? Yeah. As said, when the class gets over, within 24 hours, you will be able to see the recordings in the dashboard. So in your case, if I probably go to the course section, if I click on start learning, right now on the induction session, nothing is there. But after this session gets over, we will upload the recording over here within 24 hours. Clear? I know 24 hours is a 1 day time, right? But why we are saying 24 hours? Because Zoom also takes some time to process it. But we always try to do before 6 hours to upload the video. Clear? Yeah? Clear? So this induction session right now is also available in the YouTube. It is also live in the YouTube. The reason is that if somebody is not able to join, so we are making sure to live stream it. So to talk about like the entire thing. So as soon as this session gets recorded, as soon as the session gets over, we will be uploading the session over here in the dashboard. Clear? Yeah? Perfect. Now, after this, you have this messages section. Okay. After this, you have this messages section. In the messages section, do you see this very important message group? So this is the community chat. Like you want to talk with your peer to peer. This is where like a WhatsApp group. Okay. Don't make a separate WhatsApp group. There is a group over here. You'll be able to see for your ultimate RAG bootcamp. Everybody should be able to communicate with each other. So let's say if I say hi team over here. So this message, I think everybody should be able to get. Don't write the message right now. I'm just testing it to talk about it, right? So for every batches in Krish Naik Academy, we have separate chat rooms, so that any discussions that you really want to talk about, you should be able to talk about. Okay. One very important thing is that whenever the sessions are uploaded, okay, in the resources section, you should see all the materials that is uploaded. Okay. So let's say this was one of the session that I was taking. Okay. Now for all the handwritten notes, all the materials, everything will be uploaded in this resources section, which you can download. Okay. There is also a Q&A section, which you can go ahead and communicate it over here. Okay. Any kind of chat that you really want to do, that will also available over here. Clear, everybody? Can I get a quick yes? Yeah. It's a good dashboard, because I'm not showing you unnecessary courses and all. What you have enrolled for, that only you should see in the dashboard. That is the reason why I like this particular thing. See over here. You should be able to see feed, what communication is going on. You should be able to see your courses only, right? And here you should see only your messages within the group. If you are joined in multiple batches, you should be able to see join multiple batches. Do you see anywhere that I'm showing you any other courses over here? Just check it out. Is this a dashboard good or bad? No, not a single course is visible over here to you, right? So all these things is there. Okay. Now, once this is done, now we need to probably go ahead and talk about how we are going to take the session like this. It will be a live session over here. And we are going to probably teach each and everything with handwritten notes, each and everything that will be visible in front of you. We don't prepare PPTs. I don't like preparing PPTs. We write each and everything. So our notes will look something like this. See, our notes will look something like this. We'll write each and everything in front of you. We will draw each and every diagrams in front of you, so that your learning should be very much good. Clear? Clear? Everybody clear? Yes? Okay. Now let me introduce you to one more mentor uh, within your within our circle right now. So Paul, do you want to show your face? Oh, you're mute.
Yes, yes, yes. I
Okay.
think I'm audible, everyone.
Yeah.
Yes, guys, please do give response in the chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hello everyone. So my name is Saranshu Paul. So I've been working with RAG and agentic based systems, and I think few people might know me from the previous batches that I have taken. So in this batch, I'll be taking a lot of classes, I can say, majorly with respect to RAG. What are the recent research that is going on in 2025 with respect to RAG? Okay, so all those important things we'll be talking about. So I hope that it will be a very interesting journey for the next 4 months. A lot of new things that you will be learning research with respect to even production, how to finally make a product. We will try to make things much more easier. I will try to make things much more simpler for you so that at the end of the day in your organizations you can implement such systems. Yes, we'll be covering growth metrics, guys. Don't worry. I'll be looking into the chats. A lot of chats are coming. Okay, I'll be taking the questions personally. So, yes, don't worry about that.
Okay. Now, one more thing, guys. Many people have also asked me related to prerequisites. Yes. Yeah. Prerequisites. Yes. Yes or no? So, for prerequisites, what we specifically do for people who have, specifically for our students, right? Whenever, now, see, you know that parallelly, we also make sure that we upload Udemy courses. Okay. Now, in Udemy courses, you will be able to see. Can you see my screen? Can you give me a quick confirmation? Like, what are the basic prerequisites? Many people may want Python, many people may want different things. So over here you'll be able to see most of our courses that we have, right? Let's say this generative AI course with LangChain and Hugging Face. Okay, so here, this will be the course for the prerequisite, and specifically for your batch, whenever I get a free coupons, I make sure to share courses to you all, right? So this time I will be sharing this entire course, so everybody can go ahead and use this coupon. I have given the link in the chat. Okay, just go ahead, use those, and that is for first come first serve basis. Okay, you can use this course for your prerequisites. I've given the link in the chat, not in the YouTube chat, only for our students who have joined. Okay, happy everyone? Yes. Again, it is first come first serve basis. Yeah, are you partner with corporate companies? Yes, I think this course is also available in more than 200 plus companies. Okay, so this is the thing that I can do it from my side for you all. And don't worry, as we go ahead, I will be providing you more courses. Okay, more courses whenever we got one, we get one. Okay, so uh, the main aim is that any prerequisites that you require, we provide it through this. And it is always a good practice that we do. Like every month, we distribute a lot of coupons to our students who have joined the live batches, so that you don't need to probably take the Udemy out there. Okay, so just use the link. Yes, Harsh Naveen, it is available for you. Just use this particular coupon that I've given in the chat. Okay, I know, sorry for the YouTube folks, guys. It is for our students first. If it is remaining, we'll also send it to you. Okay, clear? Everyone, is everybody able to access the course? Yeah, and please don't forget to put your ratings. Uh, See, all our batches are really amazing. Like this one, also we have crossed 111K. 111K throughout 180 plus countries. This is just a recorded. Here we have covered Python. We have covered all the prerequisites for NLP. Uh, you know, Generative AI, each and everything. What is the prerequisites that is required? You can probably go ahead and access it. This is just from our side to you all. And whenever we get more free coupons, we should be able to share it to you. Okay. No, you don't need to pay, Vipin. Yeah. Amit, it's okay. If you have bought it, no worries. I'll share more coupons as I get. Okay. Okay, perfect. See, just use the free coupons, guys. It's okay, Umapati. And again, I'm telling you, whatever new batches I come up with, I give a lot of free coupons to our students. Okay, so this is the, just see the coupon code out there and you should be able to use it. Clear? Let's go to the next step now. Yeah, let's go to the next step. Okay, Paul, anything that you want to cover related to dashboard? Anything pending? I think I've covered almost everything.
Yes, I think the dashboard part is there. Prerequisite also we have covered. Then I think we can go a deep dive into syllabus little bit step by
Yeah,
step.
please share your screen and go through the syllabus once again.
All right. All right, everyone. So I think you guys can see my screen. Please provide a confirmation in the chat. Yes. All right. All right, guys. So, as we know that this particular batch will be focusing on RAG. Okay. So, with respect to RAG, when I'm speaking, okay, so we will take a journey, a long time, like when the first concept of RAG came. Okay, so initially, we will start with the traditional RAG implementation, like the foundations of RAG. So we will be talking with respect to implementations as well as research. Okay, so for example, the first paper of RAG that came around. Okay, so like we'll be talking about research papers in this course. What are the different things? Okay, so I'll be talking what are the main highlighted points in every paper. So we'll be taking a journey. As you can see, this is 2021. So from 2021 to till now, I can say what are the major papers that are coming around RAG. We'll be talking. Okay, so like a long journey of 4 years. What are the major papers? Like more than 20 to 25 major papers that we'll be talking about. Okay, so I hope the audio is fine, guys. Please let me know because somebody is telling that the audio is breaking. So please let me know. All good? All right, fine. Okay, so we will start with the basic RAG implementation. What is RAG? The core components. Okay, setting up the RAG. Try to do a Pythonic implementation because the idea is that you guys should be familiar with Python. Okay, as we'll be doing a lot of modular coding here. Okay, so the idea is you have to be good in Python. So if you're not good in Python, please try to see the lectures which are provided. Okay, and just try to cope up because at the end of the day, the implementations slowly, I will start with Jupyter notebooks. Then from Jupyter notebooks to IDEs that will move, where completely it will be like object oriented programming. Okay. All right, now coming to the major frameworks for RAG. So, LangChain, one of the major, I can say, dominating frameworks in the AI ecosystem right now. Okay, so if you go to the GitHub, you will be seeing a lot of stars like LangChain. Everybody knows about LangChain, I think. Yes or no? From somewhere, yes? Because simply if you look into the major ones, so LangChain, GitHub. Okay, so everybody is using LangChain, one of the major ones. And if you look into the stars of this particular project, okay, so simply always follow the project stars. So based on that, you know that the community has accepted it. So more than 120K. So yes, we'll be going a deep dive with respect to RAG implementations in LangChain. Okay, so here, what are the new things and even the latest things that are coming from LangChain in the experimental module? We'll be talking about those things step by step. Okay. Now, initially we'll start with the basic text processing. Okay. So like different type of character splitters are there. Okay. Then comes embeddings, very important. How to make good embeddings. We'll be talking about these things in detail. What are the different type of embedding providers? Like OpenAI embeddings is there, Gemini is there, Olama, your local. Okay. Then Hugging Face embeddings are there. Like in Hugging Face, I'll be telling you what are the top models right now, embedding models that you have according to the benchmark. It's always about the benchmark that we'll be talking about. Okay, so for example, if I show you the MTB leaderboard, so from here you know that what are the best models right now. So in this particular course, we'll be using those best models. Okay. So some things can be paid, guys. Okay, but right now, if you look into a new model came, the Llama Embed Nemotron. Okay, now like this is right now the best, and which is 8 billion. Now 8 billion models we cannot run it in our local system, so probably we can go with Gemini, which is API based from Google, and based on this particular, I can say details. Okay, according to the latest research that we have, we'll be doing all those implementations. The idea is to use state of the art. Okay, so we will be always selecting the top 10 right now. Okay, according to the standard right now, which is being followed in November 2025 for this course. Yes, we'll be using APIs for sure, OpenAI, Gemini. Okay, so I can say, see, guys, at least most of the things will be free, but sometimes at least having a $5 credit helps you because few things in the course, because like after 2 months or 3 months when we will deep dive into some advanced stuff. Okay, so there, it's not about a huge amount you need, probably the charges, because I think within $5 the entire thing that can be done in this course. Okay, and very specifically most of the stuff we will try to use Gemini as it is completely free. But yes, I hope you guys get the idea, everyone, what I'm trying to say. We will be using the latest research and what is the best right now in 2025. Okay. All right. So embedding side tool, then comes vector store. Very, very important. Like so many vector stores are there. Okay. So we'll be talking about at least 5 to 6 in detail in this course. So I think super linked vector databases are there. Okay. So majorly in the market which is being used, we'll be talking about. Okay. So a very long list right now that I am showing you. Okay. So out of this, at least I can say 5 to 10 different. We'll be using open source as well as few paid ones like Quadrant, very specifically VV8 that we'll be using. And open source is there, like Fires is there. Now, how to optimize vector databases. Okay, how to do batch uploads. Those things also we'll be talking about in this course, because when you try to build a production-based RAG system, okay, how to upload your data. Okay, so in different types of batches, how to handle GBs of data. So those things also we'll be talking about. So this was all about the vector DB part. Now coming to the next part, okay, the traditional. So this part like using pure Python, building with LangChain, these things, evaluation and testing, as few people are. Yes, we'll be talking about RAG evaluation metrics as well as frameworks. Okay, it's not about only, I will be telling about the metrics. What are the major one famous right now in the market? Like we'll be talking with respect to RAGAs. Okay, very, very important. Okay, so this particular framework, like it's being adopted widely, as you can see the number of stars here. So it's widely being used. So in this course, we'll be using Ragas a lot. Okay, so with respect to evaluating, then once we have started, then the most important part is the most important part that I feel is document passes. So here, right now, as you can see, doc length. Okay, so this is a minor mistake. It will be doc link. Okay, so let me just show you doc link GitHub. Okay, so this is open source completely. Okay, and even we'll be talking about few proprietary projects. So like using this, how to parse data. As you can see, like this is GitHub trending. Okay, the number one repository of the day. So widely being used, I can say. Then this is completely open source. Then we'll be talking about little bit Llama parts. Okay, because Llama parts, there are limits. This is a paid one. Then we have unstructured. Again, unstructured has a open source version, and then the paid one. Then comes vectorized. So four different type of major document parsers. Now I cannot say that out of this four, this is the best. It totally depends upon your data. Okay, but I will tell you, yes, always test with these four. Okay, and out of this, you will see that at least one is working very good, which will give you good passing at least with a rate of more than 85%. Okay, so the most important part, how to get data from different type of data sources. So this that's why we have kept a separate module, and I think this module will go for 2 weeks at least, because this is the first step of building a good rack. All right, so once we have covered, then we will come to few other major frameworks. in right now the community has accepted like Llama Index. So this is another very famous project. What are the major fundamentals here? Just like LangChain. First we will start with LangChain, then comes Llama Index, how to handle the different type of documents here, different type of sources, indexing, query. Okay, how to perform two different types of searches that goes around. Okay, so like vector search. Okay, and then comes your like BM25 search. So those things we'll be talking about. Like to build a good RAG system, you need to have hybrid search systems. Okay, so those things will be going. Then query optimization comes with respect to Llama index that we'll be talking about. Okay, so few advanced topics. This is very like with respect to Llama that we'll be talking. Okay, so custom configurations. Now these are some advanced parts. So once we will be covering the basics, I think this will be probably in the second month. Okay, so again, advanced retrieval. So like in retrievers, we'll be talking about this particular topic is very important. How to make a good retriever. Okay, so different types of retriever. Okay, so right now, like in the past 3 years, we have seen a lot of research with respect to the retrieval-based systems. So we'll be talking about that, and most of them are available in LangChain and Llama Index. Then once we have covered Llama, then we'll move to Haystack. Okay, so Haystack again widely used in production. Okay, so Haystack AI. Okay, so here you can see here the production ready open source AI framework. Okay, so another one I feel you can see the stars right here 23.2K, and very specifically I kept this module because till now in other courses we have never discussed Haystack. So this is the first course I can say that okay where we'll be using Haystack. Okay, so this will be something new. Okay, and I know like many people have worked with LangChain and others, but I feel that this part will be new for. Okay, like a lot of things which are already implemented in Haystack. So building pipelines, your production pipelines is very easy using Haystack. Okay, so that's why we'll be talking about this particular, I can say, project in detail. Now, once we go back. Okay, so Haystack fundamentals, how to build a RAG using Haystack. Then comes advanced techniques. Now these techniques are very important. Working with Heidi. Okay, then comes query decomposition. Okay, so if a big query comes, you can break it into multiple queries. Okay, then comes the reasoning, how to build React agents. That also we'll be discussing later when agents will come into the picture. Query expansion. Okay, how to enrich your metadata. Okay, so these things in detail. So you can think about like everything like if I'm talking about metadata, ID, these topics are like everything like 30 minutes topic. So like what are the new things that have been coming? All of this new implementations with a full pipeline that we'll be talking about. Now, specialized applications very specifically with respect to multimodal. So that's why vision plus text pipelines is mean that from your document, if you have some type of image, so image plus text, we will try to extract both things and then we will try to build a RAG. Okay. So that's why this part, once we have covered, then we will start our agentic journey. Because till now, this like Haystack, Llama Index, LangChain, all these frameworks, majorly it's RAG based implementations. But once we start our module 8 is all about your agentic based systems. So the best framework right now in the market, which is dominating, which is LangGraph. In other batches also, we have taught LangGraph. Okay, so similarly here also we will start with LangGraph because there are so many frameworks in the market. But I feel that yes, LangGraph is one of the most powerful one for agent orchestration. Okay, so here we will start with the fundamentals, how to do the setup, what are the core things, the core component like graph is there, tools are there, nodes are there, all those things that we'll be talking about. Then comes building a chatbot. Okay, what are the different types of architectures like React agent? Okay, then we will move ahead with like production features very specific to LangGraph. Okay, so like LangGraph, streaming, A-stream events, orchestration worker. So now these are advanced topics of LangGraph. So we will start with the basics. The idea is to move ahead like a bottom to top approach. We will start with something easy stuff and then we will jump into application because the advanced topic will be a part of application. It's not like I'll be just teaching you the concept. Okay. There will be always an application, guys. At the end of the day, the idea is that in this entire course, we'll be building more than like 20 to 25 applications easily. So once we have covered Langraph, then we'll move to some advanced RAG techniques. Very, very important. So this is very specific to like production. If you are really building a system, the first initially like till module 8, it's all about basic stuff. Okay, it means that okay, you know the core concept, but what about if you want to apply it in production? Now this is where things comes. You have to do more work. It means that I'll be telling you these things, but you really need to do your hands on. I'll be sharing everything, but this is the part where you do your research according to your own data for your organization. Okay, so here like advanced chunking and pre-processing. Okay, like parent chunking, child chunking, all those things that will come into the picture. Then comes your hybrid search, combining different type of searching like vector search with text search. Okay, like BM25 is one of the major famous algorithms which has been widely accepted in LLMs or very specifically with respect to transformer architecture. Okay, so BM25. So that's why we'll be talking about that. Then comes query enhancement with ID. So like this will be pure implementations based on a framework, and probably like the framework will be with respect to LangChain or Llama. Then the next part, module 10. So this is where vision comes into the picture. Okay, with structured data, the idea is that to fetch the data from some type of like structure sources, like it can be Postgres, okay, or like how to fetch the data from some type of unstructured, like we will be taking the example with Mongo. Then multimodal. Now this is the part where things will become interesting because at the end of the day, it's not always about text. You have to work with images. Images are very, very important. Like videos, if I'm talking about. Okay, so like if you are working with videos, you have to break the videos into frames. Now from those frames, you have to extract what is the information. Okay, so in this way, we will try to make things for multimodal RAG. Now, this part will be something new according to the 2025 standards because the multimodal RAG implementations, majorly, we have seen major research coming from 2024. So, this part will be like very, very new. In other courses, also, we have not gone like in depth in this one, but here we'll be talking about the major embeddings like CLIP, okay, the clip embeddings that comes into the picture. Then working with PDF, different type of data sources, this will be pretty much common. You can see here audio and video will come into the picture. Working with STT, okay, TTS like speech to text, okay, then text to speech, those things will come. Now here conversational and contextual track. So anybody who is building a production system, for them module 11 is very, very important. Okay, so like user profiling, okay, like how to give memory, like for agentic frameworks, like you will be using, I'll be talking about few major memory based like memo. Okay, so like AI agents forget but memo remembers. This is just a memory layer, so that we'll be talking about in this particular course, and this will be integrating with our RAG based systems that we'll be building. I hope everybody is understanding the flow, like step by step, what are the things. Initially, it will be all the basics till module 8. But once after module 8, things will be much more, I can say, towards like the idea is to make it close to production because exactly we cannot show this is production, but the idea is make you at least close. Like, yes, these are the things which are actually used in production. Yes, everyone. Please let me know you are getting the flow that we have taken in this particular course. Okay, now we'll be talking little bit with respect to prompt engineering and context engineering also because right now in 2025 context engineering is a very hot topic. So for that, like how to build contextual RAG, how to get better context. At the end of the day, getting better context is a very, very important thing when you are building. So those things that we'll be focusing on. Then comes agentic RAG. Okay, so like here a lot of new things that will come into the picture because at the end of the day, RAG is there, but we will be using agentic frameworks on top, like LangGraph. That's why we have covered it before, because using LangGraph will be building agentic RAG, like a lot of RAG. Yes, RAG will be there, adaptive RAG will be there, hybrid RAG will be there, different types of RAG. Because total number of RAG counts, if you ask me by the end of this course, you can simply say that I know more than 20 types of RAG. Okay, more than 20 guys, easily. Different types of RAG architecture that we'll be talking about. Yes, guardrails we'll be talking about, don't worry. Very specifically, we'll be using one of the major open source project for guardrails. Okay, so guardrails AI. Okay, so this one, let me just show you so this is a famous project. You can add guardrails. Okay, so this project that we'll be implementing. Okay, so in our version. So if anybody is asking with respect to guardrails, yes. Now, the next one, so once we have completed, okay, then comes advanced agentic RAG systems, okay, like autonomous agents, multi-agent systems. Here, like the idea is to build 5 or 6 different type of agents. Then we'll be using some type of orchestration tool. Okay, how they will be communicating among each other. That's why the communication protocols comes into the picture. How they will be collaborating. Okay, then like how to finally productionize your entire orchestration of the agents using LangGraph. Now, this is the part where like things will be a little bit more interesting, because this is purely for production, like how to scale up. Now, this is where little bit of networking comes into the picture. See, guys, now this part is little bit less about AI, much more about like DevOps with respect to networking, cloud networking simply, like catching strategies. Okay, so here we'll be working with Redis. Very specifically for catching in this course, we'll be working with Redis. I think everybody knows about Redis. If you don't know, you'll be learning in this course. Okay. Then comes load balancing. So with respect to load balancing, it can be a vertical load balancing or horizontal load balancing. Okay, so little bit concept about, I can say, system design. So yes, we'll be talking about these concepts. Very important if you're building any type of AI system. Okay, or simple like software. Okay, SDLC. They also follow these rules. Okay, so for so load balancing, then comes asynchronous processing. Very important. Then comes your Docker. That's why container deployment. We'll be working with Docker a lot in this course. Like the idea is that being an AI engineer or a data scientist, okay, so you should know till I can say the container part. Okay, so till Docker. The other part can be taken care by the MLOps guys, very specifically, or the AI ops. Okay, or the LLM ops, but you should know how to work with containers, because at the end of the day, very important. So Docker will be talking about, and even I think, and at this time I am planning to include Podman. Okay, because in other courses, majorly we have discussed Docker a lot, but this time in this one, even we'll be talking with respect to Podman. All right, then comes deployment and monitoring. Okay, so here comes your CI/CD pipelines. We'll be majorly working with GitHub Actions. And now the main thing with respect to cloud, which cloud? In the chat, I saw many people like which cloud, which cloud, which cloud. We will be using AWS. Okay, AWS. I think everybody just keep in mind we won't be working with other clouds like GCP, probably like few things, but majorly this course will be around AWS. All right, I hope I have made my point clear. So later on, don't ask why not Azure. Simply like Azure, yes, it is widely used in production, I know, but in this course we'll be working, because like in Azure I feel that few of the services that I have, and it's better for business. When you are learning something, you can easily switch cloud. If you know one service here, there are similar services in other cloud. So just be good in one cloud. So that's why I always suggest my students from other batches everywhere, just be good in one cloud. If you're good in AWS, yes, easily you can switch to Azure. It's not a big deal. It's not completely different rocket science. Okay, so you can adopt, because every organization, I cannot say that everyone is using Azure or everyone is using AWS or everybody is using GCP. Probably some are using a totally different, like DigitalOcean, or probably they are using like Linode. Previously, right now it's DigitalOcean. Okay, or pivotal cloud, so many Oracle cloud, so different. So right now with respect to cloud, we'll be using very specifically AWS in this course. Okay, no, we won't be using Databricks. All right, now coming to cutting edge RAG techniques. So these are the different types of RAG like self RAG, adaptive RAG, retrieval, graph RAG. Okay, so fine tuning. So now this part is something like where you need to spend probably like to get a good GPU instance, you need a good GPU. I hope everybody knows about. If you are working with LLMs, you need good GPUs, whereas in RAG it is not required. So that's why many people are adopting, because at the end of the day, when you are having a project, the infrastructure cost is the most important thing. Okay, so any project, two things like time and revenue. So simply like GPUs are faster, but at the end of the day, it comes with the cost. So little bit we'll be talking with respect to fine tuning also. Very, very important, because somebody might have some type of domain specific data. And right now with respect to, even we'll be talking about a particular concept of raft. I don't know how many of you know, this is pretty much famous starting from 2024. Anybody has heard about raft, where you mix RAG plus fine tuning? Okay, so if you have known, so we'll be talking about. So this is one of the major research papers from UC Berkeley. So we'll be using, I can say, academic institutions majorly. Few major papers that come from UC Berkeley, Stanford. We'll be talking about those papers. Okay, and their implementations which are available. Okay, so how this is different. So that's why I told, like, this is RAG plus fine tuning, guys. Okay, not RAG plus agent. Don't get confused. So uh, then few other research organizations, then very specifically if I talk about like IBM, what are the major research that is going in IBM, because IBM is really good with respect to RAG. Okay, now RAG based papers that always comes around like blended RAG, metagen blended RAG. Okay, different types of toolkits that comes around. Okay, so really guys, see, in this course we'll be talking about a lot of things. Now you have to understand entire research paper I cannot discuss. Okay, I'll be telling you in this research paper, these are the important things. But now it's your job. Because if I start only discussing research papers, it will take more than 9 months to complete this course, or probably 1 year. Because everything in a research paper, okay, so like if you try to go in depth with respect to the mathematics behind it, then really like it really takes a lot of time to decode. But if you think it from like a production point of view, you have to need to understand the applications. Okay, how to get this thing and how this is better than something. Okay, so for example, if I talk about this paper, now this is blended track. You can see 4 August 2024. After this came Metagen, the upgraded version of blended track. So you have to understand what is the difference between the Metagen and the blended track. In this way, always I will try to make things simpler for you. Okay, now why this paper is better than this paper? I hope I make my point and everybody get it. Because at the end of the see, after this course completes, like after 5 months, okay, then I cannot take classes. So you have to be updated with the research. So I'll be telling you, okay, now from this place, I get the information. Okay, something new came in RAG. So that my research team can at least do some type of implementation and show me a POC. So similarly, if you are leaders, simply in your, you are in architect level, okay, or so simply you can know that, okay, now I have to look into the recent research that is going on. Based on the research, I can tell my team and they can actually present me with a POC. The idea is always look into what is the state of the art research. So that's why in this, like a lot of research papers, guys. Okay, so more than like 20 to 25 papers that I'll be discussing. I'll be telling you like that entire journey. Okay, starting from 2021 till 2025. That's why I told a long 4 years. Okay, so once we have done, now let's get back here. Okay, so we'll be talking about MCP. I think many of you have heard about MCP, Model Context Protocol, how to build MCP servers. We'll be talking about that with respect to our RAG. Okay, so like RAG with MCP. Like first we'll be building a RAG, then that particular RAG will be exposing it through an MCP. MCP is a protocol. If you don't know, we'll be talking about this in detail. Because the common standard of exposing your I can say application, your RAG application. It will be like API based. Everybody should be familiar with fast API. In this course, we'll be using a lot of fast API. Okay. Then exposing your application through MCP, then exposing your application even through gRPC. Okay, so few standards according to production, those things, yes, we'll be talking about. Then comes finally your project section. So this will probably start from the fourth month, I can say. Okay, so the different types of projects that we have, how to build a basic QA. Now, don't think about all the projects will come at the end. It's not like that. That everything will start. So probably like basic RAG QA system. This will be, I think, in your month one only. The idea is that I don't want to make you directly that on the fourth month you will learn the deployment. The idea is that every month you learn little bit of deployment, and then every month we try to increase that level. Okay, how to make it better? How to make it better? The idea is to improve it. Yes, guys, I hope you get it. So, like project one and project two, then comes project three. This will be probably in the second month or the third month. Okay, then multimodal RAG, like project four and five. This will be very specifically to your like fourth month end and fifth month. Okay, so I hope everybody get that what we are trying to deliver here. It's not only just teaching RAG. The idea is that adopting RAG and implementing RAG in your own production systems, in your own organizations. Yes, yes, Swagatika. So you are telling, please teach us from scratch. Yes, guys, see, that's why initially the module 1 to module 8, you have to understand. This is the basics. Okay, so module 1 to module 8. After module 8, things will be advanced. I hope I have made my point clear. Do we build RAG agents? Yes, we'll be building. I told you, we'll be building agents. That's why you have Langra. In this course, we'll be using Langra, the major framework. Subhas is asking, can you share the research articles? Yeah, I can share today, but really, today's course is not about teaching today. The idea is to interact and give you guys the overview. Exactly what are the things that we are going to do in the next 4 to 5 months. Okay, so during classes, I will be sharing the research paper link. Don't worry about that. Okay. Yes, little bit about prompt engineering. Yes, it is required. And with respect to context engineering, yes. CAG will be covering, don't worry. I told you more than 20 types of RAG. So yes, CAG will come. CAG comes before Raft, a much more advanced one. Okay, so don't worry. Okay, so cache-based systems, yes, we'll be talking about CAG. Don't worry. Okay. Yes, graph RAG will also be covered. Don't worry, we'll be using Neo4j very specifically for that. Fine tuning, we won't be going a depth with respect to fine tuning, but I'll be telling you, yes, these are the major frameworks. And if you have a domain specific data, you can use a LLM to do. Because really, guys, if I am showing you fine tuning, the cost of showing you fine tuning is very high. Just probably like with the amount of data that we'll be having. Okay. So probably I need to spend more than $1,000 just to bring the complete infrastructure. Because with one GPU, I cannot do a fine tuning. I need a system probably with 16 GPUs. Okay. Very new to all this terminologies. Okay, don't worry. We'll be taking things slow, guys. That's why module 1 to module 8, basic stuff. Okay. Then comes your advanced stuff. So don't worry about that. Okay, so it will be a complete journey at any point of time, like whenever I am taking the classes or Chris, sir. Okay, so we always go with basics. Now, somebody is asking about LoRa, QLoRa. No, this course is not about LLMs. This course is about RAG. Okay, so that's why those concepts won't be coming. Okay, I'll be showing you like with respect to fine tuning, because in fine tuning very specifically QLoRa and LoRa is widely being used with respect to LLM. So there I'll be, but it's not about in detail that we'll be talking about. The idea is stick to rack. What infrastructure required? I'll be talking about you need good GPU instances very specifically with respect to fine tuning. In other places you don't need. Majorly With respect to IDs, okay, now in this particular course, like probably in the next lecture, next week, Saturday, we'll be talking about all the installations, but the major IDs will be like VS Code, guys. At the end of the day, I might use, because in my system I have more than 10 different IDs, but yes, we'll be using VS Code majorly. I use Cursor, I do use WindSurf, I use Kiro. In my system, I have more than 10 different IDs, so don't worry, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, VS Code does the job. Okay, so this is ultimate for beginner. Yes, I will say that we will start with the basics, because right now in 2025, if you are really looking for a job, you have to be good with respect to RAG, because majorly all the organizations are implementing RAG in their systems. Okay, because everybody has huge amount of data. The idea is to get the information, or basically to build a retrieval system. So that's why RAG very very important in every type of domain. If you think about finance, law, everywhere, very specific LLMs are built. Like LLM for finance, those are coming into the picture. LLM for like medicine, for pharma. Okay, so yes, we'll be talking about that. Today, no class. Today, it's all about the induction. The idea is to discuss the journey, okay, for the next 4 to 5 months. And then I think, what's the time? So we'll be start taking the questions one by one. Okay, so I think, Chris, any other thing that needs to be discussed? Because I feel that the curriculum part and other things I have covered. I use PyCharm. Yes, PyCharm is fine. No issues.
I think
Okay.
we are good. I think we're good with all the syllabus. Okay. So guys, let me talk about one thing very important. So here, why we are focusing more on this particular batch, and soon we are also coming up with a product, uh, and I just want to show you that particular product. Please let me know if you are able to see my screen quickly. Okay. So if you see over here, this is the product that we are developing. Okay. The product still we have not been announced, because next after a couple of weeks this will be available. Okay. And this entire product is a like one of the important component is RAG over here. So what is the use case that we are trying to solve over here is that you can see that in this world, right now, how many open source libraries are available? How many open source libraries are available? Do you have a count? Do you have a count? Tons and tons, right? And what is the problem right now with ChatGPT? If you go and ask any code related to LangChain, LangGraph, or related to open source libraries, it basically provides deprecated code. Do you agree, everyone? Yes or no? Yeah. So it usually provides deprecated code because all the ChatGPT models has some specific cutoff training date, right? So this is one of the problem that we are trying to solve. If you really want up to date code at any point of time for any kind of open source libraries, and if you feel going through the documentation is always a pain, that we just try to develop that particular product, and soon we are going to launch this. Let me just show you the working over here. Right now we have included so many different frameworks. Our plan is to cover more than 3000 plus frameworks. Okay. Here you can see LangChain, LangGraph, each and everything is available over here, right? So two things, I think Context 7 does the same. Context 7 only gives you the context. Like, let's say that if I'm searching for anything over here, like Creo AI, okay? And if I just go ahead and select this and I'll write agents using Creo AI. So what Context 7 does is that it provides the context only, okay? But here the context is the most important thing in order to get the response over here. Okay. So what we are basically doing is that you can also go ahead and use any of our chat feature over here. You can put your own LLM models, any kind of LLM models. And let's say that if I go ahead and use Creo AI, I want to probably go ahead and start agents with Creo AI. So here we have also created the entire chatbot. Okay. And this chatbot is in such a way that you can go ahead and integrate with any kind of LLM models, whatever LLM models you specifically want. and based on that you should be able to get this. The best important part is that we are also coming up with an MCP server for this, which you can integrate in your VS Code, which is already developed. So once the announcement is already made, uh, we will be showing all that particular use cases. Now, I am specifically focusing on this because I really want my product team, because we will be hiring product team, and for them, RAG is one of the fundamental use case that they should really know about, or skill sets that they should know about. So there will be scenarios that we definitely want to hire some people from this particular batch whom we are teaching RAG, and who are basically there, with respect to understanding all the concepts with respect to RAG, because we really need to improve this particular technique. My entire team, me, Paul, Mayank, okay, everybody has worked in this particular product, and from past couple of months, 2 to 3 months, we are making sure to make this particular product much more better. Okay, so that is the reason why I'm showing you this particular product, because there may be like, if you all do the assignments, do the projects in time, whatever things that we are giving, we would definitely consider your profile also, because we are planning to expand our team, specifically our development and product team. Okay, so good idea altogether, yes or no? No, it will be coming up with a subscription. It will be less than chat gpt, but at least. Okay, and we are also coming up with the MCP server, which you can integrate in GitHub Copilot anywhere that you can. Okay. Okay. Mayank is also over here. So
Hi, sir. Hi, everyone.
yeah,
I
yeah,
hope I'm audible.
Great. Hi, everyone. I hope my voice is a lot better now. Hi, sir. Good morning, Paul and sir.
yeah.
Great. Yeah. So, sorry, I just joined a little late. I was working on something last night. So, yeah,
Okay.
everyone, I hope you're excited about the batch, right? I was seeing the syllabus being covered, and honestly, many things are there which will be very good. And as sir said, for regarding the Xenodocs as well, we are using many of these things, and we want that students to get pretty expert in the same thing, so that we can hire first from our pool of students, the people who we are basically training, and of course we're learning these things firsthand from us, because I guess no one is teaching AI and all these concepts in this much depth, right? So that's the whole idea. I think, sir, I think we have shared the coupon. Do we need to share one more or
Yeah,
need
yeah,
it?
please share. Please share.
Cool. So great, everyone. Yeah, so I think sir must have already walked you through, and as a overall benefit, like we do share, and we want all of you to learn and get a quick head start. So I'm sharing course coupon for another of the course, right? So let me just quickly give you that, right? And before I do that, let me quickly walk you through. Like, I think sir must have already asked, but please make sure that all the coupons which we are I hope you're all able to see my screen, right? So this is the kind of UI which all of you will see once you. So this will be the course name once you are getting enrolled. Can I get a quick yes if this will be the case? Great. So yeah, once you do that, everyone, two things you have to do. First, please make sure that you complete the course, go through everything, right? Udemy provides a very good overall UI, and we have made sure that it is very affordable and easily available for everyone. Second, please make sure that you leave the rating. So there is a leave a rating button, or basically in the UI. So when you click leave a rating, easily you can provide us 5 star with your lovely thoughts. That will help us to get basically more students and get all the teaching which we are creating, right, discovered by more of the people, right? So with that, we are providing a overall. I'm providing and pasting it in the chat, which is a coupon code for course for Microsoft AutoGen. So Microsoft AutoGen, for those who are not aware, it's an awesome framework from Microsoft. So please make sure that you join the same, and yeah, do provide your lovely feedback to that. So more than again 51 stars, 51K stars. Okay. So please make sure I'm sharing the coupon code. I will do one more thing so that all of you can get easy access. Just give me a minute. And meanwhile, I hope all of you are able to use that. So that will be very helpful. Let me just create a new folder and RAG, and I will provide you coupon in a. So just a minute. Because I think you cannot paste you cannot copy the coupon from there, right? So just 1 second. Great. Yeah. So great, everyone. Just I've shared a link. Just go to that link, and from that you can easily copy the coupon and apply that. So do make sure that you provide a lovely rating, right? For that, I think sir has already shared multiple coupons with you. So that's a very good head start and lots of learning. So please make sure that you take full advantage of this. And yeah, if you have any doubts, anything, we will always, of course, be there. I think we will be having a very, very great like in-depth doubt session now as well. So yeah, when you will open with this link, the coupon will already be applied. You don't have to pay anything. Okay. So that's the whole benefit. Sir, can you please send me the coupons? I will also add it in the link only, the one which I have shared. So great, everyone. Just a quick humble request. Please make sure that you cover the same and you provide the ratings, right? That will be a lot helpful. So the latest one which I have given, you can easily just copy the same, and please make sure that you do use it. As you can see, the coupon code will be in the end. Okay, so do apply the same. It's easy learn AI as the code. You will be seeing the price for free. Okay, great. Yeah, I think that was all from my end.
Okay, perfect. I think, Paul, we can start the doubt clearing now. I think we have covered almost everything. From next Saturday session, guys, we will start the installation, software installation, and then we will also go ahead and start with the RAG. Okay. Yeah, Paul, you can start unmuting. You can become the host and start. Or do you want to give a break and then probably start? It's up to you.
Yeah, I think we can start from 10:30. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So let's take a 10 minutes break, guys, and then probably start the doubt clearing. Now, doubt clearing will be like first come, first serve basis. We will be allowing one person to talk at a time. And don't worry, we will try to cover everybody's clear doubt. Unless and until we don't cover everybody's doubt, we will not stop the session. Okay? Okay. And the sessions are on Saturdays and Sundays from 9 a.m. Okay? Till I think 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. it can go based on the doubt. Thank you. Okay, Paul, let's go.
Okay, let me start the timer, guys. So we'll start from 10:30. Yeah, everyone, welcome back. Okay, so now I will start taking questions. So whoever is there, they can raise their hand. Okay, I think everybody can see a raise hand option in your Zoom window. Okay, so simply you can click on raise your hand and I'll be taking your questions one by one. Now, one important thing. So right now we have like more than 180 students here, as I can see. Okay, so simply like if 100 people raise, like I will be taking the questions one by one. Okay, so it will take time. So don't think that I won't be taking your question. Okay, so let me start with. So right now, I think Sachin is there. Okay, so I will start with Sachin. Then first Sachin, you go. Then Rajat. Then Mohammed, Michael, Sharad, I will come to you guys one by one. Okay, so Sachin, I think we can start with you.
Yeah, hi Paul. Yeah, thanks for this. Actually, I was just talking about one small thing. I was also going through your RAG Bootcamp, the Udemy course. I just want to understand how it is different from this course, the one which I am just enrolled with. Is it more advanced, or what is the difference in between these
All
two?
right. So, like, yes, for sure, as this is a live course, things will be
Mhm.
much more advanced. And here we'll be talking much more from the research and the production perspective.
Okay, okay.
In the Udemy course, Chris sir has covered all the important concepts. Now, the idea is to use those concepts and build a full scale application.
Okay, okay. Got it, Paul. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. All right, Sachin. Next, Rajat.
Hi, Paul. Hope
Y-
I'm audible.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, so my question is related to first is the system requirement. So, is there any specific system requirement that we need to have when we'll be going to the advanced concepts?
I think, see, right now in 2025, if you have a 16 GB RAM, okay, Core i5 or an Ryzen 7, it works.
So,
Okay, so
mine means
nothing,
my
you don't need a
M1,
GPU.
yeah, M1 will work, na? M1 Max.
Yeah, yeah, even see, I will be teaching you on M1 Pro.
Okay,
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 I
okay.
have M1 Pro 16 GB, so I will be teaching you on that only.
Okay, and the other question is related to technical experience. So I am overall 10 years of experience into front-end UI. So great knowledge in JavaScript and all the OOPS concept. So I have been doing Python from past 1 month. So I have a strong grip on Python, not using any specific libraries. So I think hope that that is sufficient.
Yes, see, if you are having 10 years, so similar things. The idea is in this course, we'll be building APIs. You are good with UI. Okay, so
Yeah,
for example, if you are working with React, Next.js, okay, so any type of those frameworks very specifically, once we build the APIs, you know you have to do the integration with
correct,
respect to
correct.
the UI. Okay, so like for other students, because in other courses also we have seen people building like crazy UI. Now the other students think how he has built it. So simply like I know that you can do it, but others because right now we'll be focusing majorly on APIs here, backend part.
Yeah, yeah. So means my question was means I am not pro in Python, but from past month I'm learning Python and doing my hands-on and everything. Not specifically used any libraries related to Python, only the basic programming and functions
Yes,
and all
yes.
those
If you are
things.
good in JavaScript, I know you are good in JavaScript, so
Yeah.
it's not a big deal. You
Okay.
have to be just good in any one programming language, then you can, because Python is much easier if I try to compare
Yeah.
it with JavaScript or Java or Go. Okay, so it won't be a
Okay.
problem.
Okay. Yeah. That's it. Thank you very much.
All right, Rajat. Next, there is Muhammad, Michael, Sharad. Okay, so yes, three people. So one by one, you can go ahead.
So let me
Hello.
start. This is Michael
Yeah,
from
Michael, go
Mobile.
ahead.
So the question is, I'm interested in the offline LLM. So I've created a small RAG which is uses doesn't use internet at all. So do
Hmm.
you cover anything similar to that? I mean,
Yes, we'll
the
be see right now
underlying
the
underlying question is, I mean, I'm in a different country, and here they do not allow AI at all. Absolutely not. It should not reach the internet. So I have to create an offline RAG which works strictly offline. So do you cover such something like that?
yes we'll be covering. very specifically right now, for example, with respect to offline, I'll be taking an example with respect to Olama in this course. Okay, the right now not custom LLMs, the available LLMs through Olama, the models. Okay, so that part we'll be talking about how to create embeddings, local embeddings, nothing like without the intent. Yes, we'll be talking about that, Michael.
Awesome. And one other last question is, I'm sending a lot of questions and I don't see anybody reading my question. Am I chatting on the
See,
right window?
no, you are chatting. See, right now, if more than 100 people write in the chat one shot, we are only three people. Okay, so right now we are looking into. So yes, as might message, if you have any question, you can let me know right now. That's why it's a one-to-one discussion.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes, Mohammed, you are.
Thank you, sir, for the opportunity. Sir, my question is, what are the possible career paths we can acquire with this course and knowledge gained from this course?
There are, see, now if you ask me very specifically, like Gen AI engineer, AI engineer, or the term can be only data scientist also. Okay, so many things that comes. Don't just be very specific to a profile. The core part is the things that you are teaching, it is completely applicable to the Gen AI and very specifically like the AI world. So anything like for data science and other stuff that also comes into the picture, because very specifically if I say the term data scientist, like a data scientist can do anything, because at the end of the day, like you will be working with data. Okay, so like majorly all the major profiles will be open to you, but for data science there are a few other things like you have to know machine learning, deep learning, those stuff also come into the picture. But this is much more highly I will say much more towards aligning towards Gen AI part,
Okay.
generative AI. I hope you get my point.
Sir, one more question, sir.
Yes.
With from only this course can we land on any job?
From this course, we will give you the fundamentals, okay, with respect to applications part and the research part. Now you have to start applying simply. Okay,
Okay,
but
okay.
don't think about, see, yeah, like the AI space, there are a lot of things. When you apply in an organization, now what is their requirement? Now that is the main thing. You have to see your skill set, whether it's matching to this. I can say that from this particular course, if somebody is applying for a Gen AI engineer, I can say that more than 40% of the skill set that we'll be covering. But there are other things also in the Gen AI space, like only working with LLMs. Okay, now that's why I'm taking. Then also working with ops, like the LLM ops part. That is that 20%. Okay, so it's not about, I cannot say we are covering the 100% skill set, but the major things we'll be covering. Right now in 2025, what are the major things that are going? Okay, the students that they are learning for applying a job, there are many people who are looking for a switch, everybody. This will be very, very helpful.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right, Mohammed.
Hi, Paul. This is Sharad.
Yeah, sure.
Uh, just want to check. So there are two courses mentioned in Udemy for this course. One is building AI agents, agentic AI system via Microsoft, and then complete generative AI course. So these are the two, right? That's all.
Yes.
And these coupons, they make it at cost 500 rupees, or make it free of cost.
So
These
right
coupons.
now in this particular, like see in Udemy, what you get basically monthly, like we can provide you a certain number of coupons for free. So generally for our paid students who have enrolled to our live batches, we provide them for free. That's the idea. Now what happens, just think about, okay, now we share the coupon. Now some students share it here and there. Okay. Now once they start, sometimes the coupons might get expired. Like few people are telling it's not working for me, the link. It
I am
happens because
also
there is a
I am also writing it down that it's
there
not working.
that can be because I know Mayank and Chris have just created the coupon. Okay, so just now, probably if somebody is sharing outside this, okay, in some other groups, I know it will be exhausted. Like every month we do share. It's not about that we are sharing only right now today in the induction session. Okay, like next month also, if we are coming with any new courses in Udemy, then also we do share with our students.
But I think I tried within seconds, but it didn't work.
Which one is not working?
So it didn't work for both the courses.
Both the courses. Just be sure the coupon code at the end of the day, because I think that matters.
I tried
Because
from the Bucks steep that link also, and I tried directly also, and in none
because
of the
up
cases worked.
from my chat history, just wait, let me go. One is this one. Hmm.
I checked with one of my friend also who is there in this course. For him also it didn't work. So we both tried immediately, but
Just wait, because with respect to the chat, I'm just sharing like last time Chris has shared. Okay, why I can't paste it in the chat? Um, Mayank, are you there? Huh? Okay, because I don't know why I cannot paste it. Because the one with uh, uh, one, just wait. I cannot type it in the chat. I don't know why. But the coupon which was provided by Chris sir. Okay, so the last part was like free coupon,
right, free coupons. So that
and the one with Mank, it was Learn AI. That's why.
right, right. So both of them didn't work for me.
Okay, probably just try to check in incognito mode. Okay,
Okay.
just try to have, because like if it's working for others, it should work for
No,
you.
I checked with one of my
Okay,
colleague also who's there in this course. For him
all
also it
right.
didn't work.
Because see, nothing like it comes from Udemy, we share it with the students. I don't
Okay,
know
which
how.
location are you from?
I'm from Delhi and he's from Gurgaon.
Okay, Paul, allow him to share the screen, no, if possible.
Okay, yes, that I
Okay,
can
just a
do.
second, just a second. Okay, just again, once again, click the link. What is the coupon getting applied? Just let me know.
In the
Yes.
URL, just check once at the end.
Just click the link and just let me know like what is the coupon URL, what is the coupon code that is getting applied. So that is not the coupon code, right, Amrit? Did you try?
Okay. Prashant, for you also, that is not the coupon code. ACC, that's not.
Guys, come on. I've given the coupon code. Now you want to publicly announce that coupon code so that you'll not get it then. The people will arrive.
You want me to share my screen or what?
No, no. Just tell me what coupon code is basically getting applied.
Free coupons and Learn AI.
So free coupons is not working out there?
No. It still says 500 something the price.
What 500 something means?
That cost of the course, it doesn't get applied. It means
It should. See, some other coupon code is basically getting applied, I'm saying. No, it's not getting applied.
Once you see
Okay,
that,
just check whether you already have that course or not, first of all. You don't have that course?
no, I don't have that course.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
let me add you to panel. Okay, then the
Hmm.
coupon code will be exposed actually.
Hmm.
That's the main thing. What you can do, add to cart if it's
Okay.
showing 500.
Add to cart, go to checkout, and then you apply the coupon code.
Then manually you apply the code.
Okay.
Try that.
And this is for everyone. Go see that there are two things. Either that course may be in your dashboard already.
Oh,
You may
okay.
have taken.
Okay. When I
Yeah.
went to add to cart, then it
Yeah.
made it free. Okay.
Yeah. So add to the
Okay.
cart and then it will make you free. Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, this is for everyone. Okay. And
Thank
I
you.
know this problem usually happens. Udemy does not allow that many free coupon codes, but anyhow, um, we are just trying our level best to do something.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, sure.
Hmm.
Now let's move to, okay, Karthik is there. Then comes R Kamal, Krishanu. Yes, Karthik, you can go ahead.
Yeah, hello, am I audible?
Yeah, Karthik.
Yeah. So my question is about on this interview level things. So for only about Gen AI, if you are applying, so currently there are a lot things they are asking. I have attended like 2 to 3 interviews. So they are coming up with TensorFlow, PyTorch, everything.
Yeah,
So
because the
I'm
fundamentals are data science. The journey starts from like Python, stats, machine learning, okay, deep learning. Okay, that's why NLP, computer vision. Then the Gen AI journey started, with
okay.
like starting from 2022 end. Okay, so that's why like if somebody is applying, okay, the idea is that you should know the fundamentals.
Okay. So but is that really needed, or is it okay to have a overall picture on those things? Or because I don't have opportunity, I did not get opportunity to work on TensorFlow or anything. If we will create a projects also, it will be like a portfolio projects. It is not a product level projects also. So that is the reason I'm just asking, are you guys going to help us in the mock interviews and all in this type of
See,
situation?
uh, with respect to interviews, very specifically the things that are part of this course, because I cannot bring PyTorch, TensorFlow, MXNet, those things right here. That
Yeah,
will
yeah.
be totally overwhelming for others. It's a very specific requirement of an organization.
Hmm.
Okay, so that's why, like probably they might have a product, okay, on top of TensorFlow or PyTorch that is running. On top of that, that they want to add some type of agents. Okay,
Okay.
now very specifically, if I'm working with computer vision, that's what I do. For example, if I build some type of image classification or a segmentation or an object detection, so what I will do, I will be wrapping that particular module, okay, to an agent and then. So that's why knowing that core fundamental actually helps you. And how many years of experience you have?
IT industry, I have already 9 years of experience.
Then 9 years of experience, the expectation will be there. Nothing we
Uh,
can do. Like
right.
9 years, like anyone above 6 years or 7 years, the idea is that you should be comfortable with the fundamentals of data science because that is pure. Like the core fundamentals that people have been applying from 2016. That's why.
Yeah. So one more question. So I'm just creating a chatbot that will replace the analytics team in my company. That will text to SQL level with a Llama 2. Is this a good idea to go ahead? I'm just getting an idea about that because in my company they are not
Yep.
allowing us to do this, but I'm just want to show them.
Yes, the approach is good, but there are a few frameworks like Vana.ai and others that you can use very specifically for tasks like SQL to text and those type of tasks. Now, I don't know exactly what is your tech stack, but like yes, you can work with Llama 3. I know Llama 3 is good. Okay, or probably
Uh,
with if you want to go with open source like Maverick is there and others, yes, those are good, I can say.
yeah, okay, but for the interview level, this is a good one, right? Because I can showcase that this is
Yes,
what I did.
probably. Majorly, most of the organizations are working with SQL-based databases like Postgres and others. So yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
All right, Karthik. Next.
Hi, Paul.
Yeah.
So my question is regarding the project. Do Are we also covering any medical chatbot kind of project here to cater
Medical
the?
chatbot I don't have. That is not very domain specific. The idea
Hmm,
is to make it generic. Now see, in our use case, we can take some medical data.
hmm.
Okay, that's the thing. The idea is not to keep things domain specific rather than to make it generic. You bring your own data, you plug and play. I hope you get my point.
But we would learn that kind of skill set that is required to create that kind of
Yes, I'll be
chatbot,
telling
right?
you that yes, now this is how we build a RAG. Now any guy probably from law, finance, others like telecommunication, they can bring their own data. So the idea is not to be domain specific. Okay, we will try to keep things generic with respect to data.
Right, right. And one more thing, like I do hear the term N8 and automation framework. So, by any chance, that is required to learn in this course as
Are
well?
you a developer?
Not a developer, I'm at architect level in the organization.
All right. So, like previously, you have some type of development experience, or you are
Yes,
handling a
yes.
team who
Data
are
engineering
developers.
kind of profile my.
Okay, like data engineering profile.
Hmm.
N8 is pretty much the no code stuff. Okay, because at a certain point of time, I think that there are certain limitations with respect to no code. When you are actually building a full scale product, okay, your entire product cannot be built with respect to no code based solution. Okay, for customizations and other stuff you need. So N18 is really good if I talk from the no code point of view. Okay, so really you can build quickly agents there and other stuff. Yes, a lot of customizations, but really, like if you are building a full-fledged product, then you have to come to some other frameworks. That's right. N18 is good for beginners. If you're building a prototype, I will say thumbs up. Okay, but really if you're making it into production, okay, so then I will suggest that, okay, probably that might not be a good choice for a long term.
Might be creating the MVP, right?
Yes,
For
for
the
prototyping MVP, it's really, really good. Quickly
for
you
the
can do.
client presentations quickly.
Yes.
In that case, we can go for the NET
Yeah, for
automation
project
framework.
onboarding, you can showcase that yes, really we can do this later on, like, but behind the scenes, like even that pure HDLC things comes into the picture.
Hmm. But in creating the real-time production grade system, it is not really required, right? I mean, they
Yes,
are
I will
good.
say that it's not. Now see, if it is a very, very small feature, very, very small, okay,
Mm-hmm.
then probably you might use it. Because I feel that it can be part of your main system, but it cannot be the main system. I hope you get my point.
I understand. Yeah, thank you, sir.
All right. Next, Krishanu.
Hello, sir.
Yeah,
Uh,
Krishanu.
I don't have any questions, but I'm here to just tell you thank you so much, sir. You to Mayank sir, to Krish sir, the way you make the courses affordable is pretty amazing. And I here to just say you thank you to all. And is Krish sir here present in the call?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. You don't know you how much you helped me in my career. I bought all your Udemy courses, and just although I just completed the four courses, just basic to advanced mathematics, Python with DSA, and data analytics bootcamp and data science bootcamp. My question is, do I need to go through any more thing to understand this course much better?
Yeah, today I've given you some free courses, no? You take that also. Okay.
I also I bought that also in previous. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
No worries.
And
Then see in the future, anything that we are coming up, we usually share all the in our live batches. Okay, for free.
thank you, sir.
Don't
Thank
worry
you.
about
So
it.
just here
Yeah.
to talk to you and thank you, sir. And
No
I am
worries.
very excited to just live in this live program. I'm
Thank
very
you.
excited
Thank
to
you.
what you do in future. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, let's move to our next participant. There is Abhijit Dey, then Sanjay Shagur, then comes Girish. Three people I have unmuted.
Yeah, hi, Paul. Can you
Yeah,
hear me?
Abhijit. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, hi. Good morning, Paul, Mayank, and Krish. Yeah, first of all, thank you so much. I have been an ardent follower, though. So, my primary question is that as you were taking us through the syllabus, we definitely learned that we are going to do a lot of things through AWS, and then there will be certain models. Say, OpenAI will be involved. So, I just wanted to understand how much of the other extra things that we have to buy in, say in terms of services with respect to AWS usage or even OpenAI. Just wanted to
All
get an
right.
idea.
OpenAI, probably like we will try to stick to Gemini. Okay, it's free with a certain limit. In some cases, we might go with OpenAI. Probably a $5 refill is more than enough for this entire course. Okay, now probably see if I am taking a document of 1000 pages, for
Mhm.
example. Okay, now if you use OpenAI embeddings, the $5 credit will be exhausted, totally exhausted. Okay, so you have to be smart. You don't do it. I can execute it from my end. You have to take that decision. Okay, so really it is not important. You can crop that PDF into 10 pages and then you can do it. A simple example I am giving because it totally depends upon the data sources. Okay, try to
Correct.
always stick to smaller ones. for your learning. You get the idea, I'll be taking a bigger amount of data, but you don't do it. So I feel that a $5 is more than enough.
Okay.
Okay,
And
so you have to be
and
little bit smart because yes, I will be telling you, okay, don't do this, don't do this. So please follow that in the class.
sure. So primarily to execute the concept is the primary idea. It's
That
not
is
the quantifying of the content. And with
yes,
respect to the AWS services,
yes.
I have not used AWS. I have only worked on GCP and a
All
bit on
right,
Azure.
fine.
So
Okay, so like that is fine. Like here also, like with respect to instances very specifically, if I'm working with GPU instances, it will be much costly, but majorly we'll be using EC2. Okay,
okay,
so EC2 probably with a 2 GB RAM or a 4 GB RAM. So probably like your monthly bill won't cross 100 rupees that I can say. Probably 4 months, 400 rupees that you can take it. Okay, like every month we won't be working with deployments. Probably for the
correct.
last 3 months we'll be working. So 100 rupees, 100 rupees, you can keep it. That also I'm telling it in the higher point of view. It can be 200 also in total. So don't worry about that. But
Okay.
like if I majorly all the services are there. The idea is that you start the service and then you close it instantly. Once the app is working, you do the testing, then you close all the services. That's the major thing. If you forget somehow, for example, if you are working with App Runner, not App Runner, I think for example, like you have worked with GCP. In
Yeah.
GCP, you have that cloud. GCP run cloud or which service is there like directly it works. Okay, now if you keep on running it, it becomes costly. So always close the services. Like I'll be destroying all the major services that I'll be launching in a certain class, and I'll be telling you please. Okay, so don't start and then forget because after 7 days you will come and then say, Paul, I got a bill of 3,000 rupees. It already happened with few students in other batches. So just be active. If you are proactive in class, there won't be any problem.
Thank you so much, Paul, for that idea. Thank you.
Hmm. All right. Let's move to our next. So I think anyone, Girish or Sanjay, you guys can go ahead.
Hello, Paul.
Yeah, Sanjay.
Sandeep here. Yeah. So just one question is here. Whether we'll be building the conversational AI chatbot, because sometimes na in interview they have asked me regarding this. So
We will be building chatbots, but again, the idea is building Gen AI chatbots. We
okay,
won't be using because you can build chatbots in more than I can say 100 ways.
okay,
But we'll be sticking to the Gen AI part very specifically. Okay, because there are other very specific frameworks. Like everybody has that. Like Amazon, there is Lex. From Google, there is Dialogflow. Okay, so that's why. I hope you get my point. The idea is sticking to Gen AI based RAG system, like Gen AI based chatbot. Okay,
yes,
and
yes,
that
building,
chatbot will be for RAG.
okay, but building for some specific domain, something like that. Suppose I have
Yes,
some data set
see,
and
for
that I
specific domain, the data will only change. Again, the idea is I will be teaching you generic. You can bring your own domain specific data.
okay, okay. Second thing, whether we will be working on the Google Colab because it will require the Gmail. Sorry, that Google Drive. Sorry, but right now I've
Yes,
been
so we see, like I'll be working with Jupyter notebooks. Now the question comes, you can execute it in Google Colab
okay,
or in your local system. I'll be using majorly local system. I switch to Google Colab if I need a GPU.
okay.
Okay, because that's the only thing. Otherwise, if something runs in my local, then why I will switch to, I will provide you the IPYNB. Okay, so simply like if your local system is not so much good, okay, you can upload that notebook to Collab and you can do the execution. I hope you get my point.
Thanks for that's just for that is actually I have my office system right now. It's office laptop. So here the Google Drive not work. It is disabled. So that's why I'm
All
asking.
right, so don't worry, it will be majorly local things. Okay, so
Okay,
right now, majorly in a course where I use a lot of GPUs, then only I switch to Collab. That's why.
thank,
So don't worry, it will be much more local based implementations.
okay. Thank you for your time.
Hey Paul, Girish
Yes,
here.
Krish.
So my question is, will there be any use case based where we will be working with the relational database?
Mm, a relational database, I don't think because the data source really doesn't matter to me. It can be any data source, but
Mm-hmm.
Very
because
specifically,
the project which I will be working very soon in my org, we have a large relational database on top of which we want to build a RAG.
okay, because very specifically working with like SQL based, I don't think there in the project we have such.
Hmm.
But like in a class, I can discuss about how to work with that, probably by taking an example with Vana and others that I
Okay.
can showcase you. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
All right. So next, we have people who have already. Please do lower your hands. Okay. So there is Sai Rahul, Chandan Kumar Mishra, Nagesh, three people. Yeah. Chandan, I think you have. You
Yes.
can go ahead anyone, Sai or Chandan.
Yeah. Am I audible, Paul?
Yeah, Chandan.
Yeah. Yeah. So first of all, the most important part of the question is I will ask later, but first of all, I would like to give a big thanks to you and Krish and Mayank for giving back to the society. I mean, this is really, I would like to appreciate. And I know that what kind of efforts are going in and in designing the course and making it affordable. So you guys are really doing a great job. Uh, so big kudos to you. And coming to the question part, do I need to have a cloud subscription to try out things here at my end?
Yes, an AWS account.
Okay, so you would suggest that subscription there. Okay, and what level
It's
of
not a subscription.
Mhm,
See, the
mhm,
idea is you create a new account,
mhm.
you keep your card attached or through UPI, at least something. Like if something paid comes up, because in some cases there will be certain services that will be paid. Everything doesn't comes under a free trial. Okay, you have to understand. So that's the only thing. That's why I told you a monthly you can take that entire estimation. It will be less than like 200, 300.
Yeah,
We
so
will
the
be
free tier I can take, right? I mean, that will
yes.
be sufficient at least to try out these
Yes,
things.
majorly we will
Okay.
be doing the things in free tier, but in some
Hmm.
cases, so probably just think of out I have an application which cannot run in a 2 GB system. Probably in that case, I need to switch from a free tier to a paid tier instance. Okay, it totally depends upon the application. We will try to stick, but in some case.
Yeah. Okay, and I think you have covered it, but I just want to go a little deep into that. What level of Gen AI knowledge is expected as a prerequisite here? Like, is it at the theoretical level or even at some level of understanding of the underlying details as well?
We will start from scratch from the RAG perspective.
Hmm.
So the main, like, see, two things, RAG and elements. This course is focused much more from the RAG
Hmm.
perspective. So
Yes.
we will start from scratch. I told you I'll be taking a journey starting from 2021. So things should will be from scratch. And what are the things right now in 2025? So you really don't need to go somewhere or look into. I
Okay.
will cover majorly all the major concepts.
Okay, yeah, that's thanks for this, Paul. And one last question is that will you be more focusing on the open source or the enterprise solutions to
I
set
will
up
always
this?
start with the open source, then I will
Mhm.
move to the proprietary ones.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Thanks, Paul and Christian
All right.
Mayank, if you are listening. Yeah, but
Yeah.
thanks a lot,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you, sir. I'm here only, sir, in back,
Yeah,
Chandan.
yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Chris.
Yep.
Next.
So, hi,
Yeah,
Paul.
Sai Rahul. Yeah.
Yeah. So my question is more on the prerequisites part that is there, right? So again, I'm coming more from a management background with basic understanding of Python. Like we work with some of the developers and so on and so forth. But like I have an understanding, I could do some of minimal coding and all. But I just wanted to understand: is there something? Do you have a list of links or list of courses that we could do, or we could practice that? I know this is long process, right? Like we have almost like 4 months of course. So is there something that we could practice myself along with these so that I could improve and understand it better as and when the course progresses? We have a
See,
link.
yeah, if already Chris sir and Mag already, I think they have shared. So in every Udemy course, there is a prerequisite part with respect to Python. If you are comfortable with Python, there won't be any problem because see, I told you like till module 8 things will be easier. So like in the initial 2 months, if you are coping up with the things, if you are comfortable with the basic Python, then slowly, because I'll be not teaching you object-oriented programming completely, but I'll be showing you the application. So if you are familiar at least, you know the concept, you understand, okay, this is how it is working, then you can easily cope up.
Got it, got it. Yeah, I think those courses I'll definitely go through and I'll continue to practice. That's all. Thank you.
All right, like next, let me unmute. Viraj is there. Hey, Viraj. Mudassar. Then comes Abhijit Prushti. Yes, three people. Yes, anyone can go ahead.
Hey, Paul.
Viraj.
Good morning. Mudassar
Yeah,
here.
Mudassar.
Good stuff so far. I am really looking forward to it. And the content-wise, things looks very promising. I was just looking for more structure around the assignments and projects. So basically, I have got a good idea of what all we are going to be covering in the course, right? I think we have a module-wise breakup. What I was looking forward to is considering 4 to 5 months of periods of duration that we have, right? On the Saturday, Sundays, we are going to meet. If you could structure those modules according to those sessions, that would be really great and more productively around the kind of assignments and projects we are targeting for each of those sessions, so that
Okay.
I have a foresight that by month one I would be getting ready with these sort of things, and I have something more concrete and tangible at my hand, presentable manner. It gives me better to plan things. If you guys can put that thing, that would be really really a huge benefit.
All right. Now, see, really, like, I cannot plan exactly, like, in the next month or in the 10th class, exactly what will go on. But, like, a rough estimation, if I say, like, we know, like, in this week, we'll be covering that. So, exactly on Saturday and Sunday, like, what is going on, that I cannot say. But I know in this week, probably, because some
Yeah,
topic might take
even a,
2 weeks.
even a weekly
Okay.
target, even a weekly outcome, right?
Weekly target, I can plan a very
Yeah,
specific sheet, then I will create, and probably by next
a
week
ballpark.
I
A
can
ballpark.
share.
I
Okay.
don't want to hold anyone accountable here to their neck. It is just that
It will be a rough estimation that I'll be doing, and based on that. Okay. And
exactly.
assignments are something like after every class, I'll be telling you the things that I have applied. The idea is that you always replicate it with a different data source. Okay, you can use the core concept because generally, initially, it will be a lot of Jupyter notebooks. The idea is that if you can replicate it into an object-oriented programming
Mhm.
application, okay, attach fast API with them, that will be my things. If you're not comfortable, fine, because after 1 month, again, I'm going to talk about those things.
No,
Okay.
that's a fair point. That's a fair point. It's mostly around the kind of projects I can create, because I think so. My primary intention of joining this course is that how much hands-on can I do with every session. Knowledge-wise, I think I picked up bit and pieces from everywhere. I did some courses also, so knowledge-wise, I think I'm there. But from a practical project-wise, I think I'm not there yet. Especially from a productionized project perspective, I'm still lacking that understanding. Although I'm working as a senior engineering manager, I am not that hands-on today, but I definitely work with a team so that I can govern things better. From that perspective, I was looking at, and yeah,
Yes.
and from my
I
assignment.
will be talking from that perspective a lot actually, from decision making. That's why, like, I'll be talking about research. Rarely anybody talks about research, if you
Absolutely,
know.
absolutely.
Okay, so like the idea is that you do your research, you can tell your team, okay, now this is the research. Try to at least build a simple POC, okay, to test it out with the others simply.
Right, right. I
Okay.
want to lead the talk, that's the thing. I want to lead
Hmm.
by showcasing by example, right? That, okay, this is what is done. And I expect others to follow on and replicate that behavior. Because I would be a little unfair for me to expect others to do something which I was not able to do things in the first place. Right?
Yes, like even I do it. See, just think about there are so many new things that comes around. Everything I cannot do, but I always like look into the research. Probably I list out the things for my team. Okay, so that they can actually implement the things, and then I can actually take a better decision.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, it happens like with everyone because everything I cannot do by myself. That's why.
Absolutely, absolutely. So just to summarize my points, one is if you could have some kind of a breakup tentatively, I'm looking at a ballpark, but just from a
Okay.
planning perspective, that will help. Secondly, the research papers, right? If you could put it somewhere, that would be really
I
great.
will always put the archive links of those papers like class wise in every class. Whenever I show you a paper, I'll be talking. Okay. But like initially in the same Excel sheet, I can create another page and I can list out all the papers that will be keep doing it in the course.
Right. I
Okay.
think we can make it more collaborative. Maybe just spitballing here. Maybe if you could add some kind of a place within your site, right, where we have the feed, workshop, courses, messages, a section over there that basically is like a library of papers for people.
I don't think it is possible from that side, backend side. Okay, really. Like
Okay.
I can put it in the sheet wise and then the lecture wise in the resources section, you'll be getting like the class PDF. Okay, then the research paper link. That way we can do it. That way from the backend, really, it is not possible.
No
Okay.
worries. No worries. I just thought of sharing things. Yeah.
Yeah.
But thanks. Thanks,
All
Paul.
right.
Forward to good stuff. Thanks.
All right, Mudda next.
Hey, Paul, Abhijit here.
Yeah, Vijit.
Paul, first of all, I would like to thank you, Chris, and Mayank for creating such amazing courses, which is basically a short and crisp content, and which is actually highlighting the important aspects of the current AI industry with agentics and all what is going on. And I'm personally very much excited to meet Chris because from the day one, I think from 2004, I have been following him. Not four, I think basically for last 2 years, I've been following him for his courses and learning AI. And I'm very excited to see him live on the call. So Chris, thanks for creating such amazing content. And the philosophy you have is to keep learning AI, which is a very good thing for everyone. Your message is very good. And I really like the course. And basically the amount for which you are giving such a huge learning, it is really amazing. And second thing, Paul, which I wanted to say is like in terms of the course, right? I just wanted to understand is like I am a engineering lead, and my background is mainly in the development, and I'm currently working on this AI and all in my office. The my interest towards this course was more in the RAG because your course is mostly on the RAG, and it is designing the RAG world, which I am more interested to learn. So what I wanted to know is like my skills in Python is very basic. So what I wanted to know is like if I want to meet the pace of the course, what all the things I should be focusing more on the Python so that I can learn this. And whenever you guys are having the sessions, my learning with the Python and whatever you teach, it meets so that I can go and learn those concepts in Python so that I can, whenever you teach the session, I can match it up. So just wanted to understand like what are the areas I should focus more on the Python side.
If your fundamentals of Python are pretty much clear, okay, then it's more than fine because here syntactically, if I'm talking about, it will be much more about the new frameworks that we'll be talking in this course.
Okay.
Okay, and the object-oriented programming is very, very important because that also comes under Python fundamentals only. Okay, like I will be using functions for sure, but later on, like probably when I'm building a full-scale application, at that particular point of time, it will be just like a complete Python package. Okay, so object-oriented programming is required in that particular prospect.
Okay.
If you are not familiar, you can actually look into that particular oops part. Other than that, if you are just comfortable with Python, it won't be such a big deal because
So
easily those things
my
I will
background
be
is
telling you.
basically into Java with object-oriented programming, so it will not be issue.
Then yes, not a single issue. If you are from a Java background, really, because you know object-oriented programming much better as compared to Pythonic guys. I know.
Yeah, so I've been in 15 years in Java only. So I just wanted to understand
Nothing to
from
worry
you is
then.
like
Nothing to worry.
okay, then I will focus more on that. And one last thing is like if in the course in the course, right, when we have this the web the Chris Academy, is there a possibility that you also put these things like the links which we were talking right in the previous question, the somewhere documented or maybe in the chat when you do, right?
Yes. That will be part like whatever the things that I'll be discussing, probably in a certain class or as a resource, it will be always available in your dashboard.
Okay.
So don't worry about that because I know because see probably what happens like when I take doubts that happens majorly like 10 people will ask 10 different questions. Now all those 10, so doubt part I don't keep it in the part because that is very specific to a certain student. Okay, probably I might have shown 10 different links, but that is not related to the class. So the context is totally different. So that part we never keep it in the dashboard. I'll be directly sharing it to in the class. Okay. But the core part that will be
Yes.
discussed in the class with that context, whatever the things that I am sharing, it will be part of your dashboard under the resources section.
Okay. Sure. Thanks, Paul. That is what I wanted to know. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Paul. Thank Mayank.
Thank you, sir.
Next, Viraj is there. Hey, Viraj.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes. So yeah, my basic doubt was I'm coming from DevOps background, and the currently the project in which I'm working, we are using all these technologies like RAG, Agentic AI, and mainly developers are working on that part. So my basic question is, I'm excited to learn these tech stack, but when I look for the job opportunities after this, how I can integrate my previous DevOps experience with this tech stack?
All right, Viraj.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's something like this question has been asked very specifically from the DevOps background. Okay, now for two types of roles, SRE and DevOps that I'll be talking about. Now, in the market, starting from 2024, there is a very specific, I can say one thing that has been looking like the integration of AI with DevOps. Okay, and how many years of experience you have?
I have 7 years of experience.
Okay, all right. So generally, like anyone more than 6 or 7 years of experience. Okay, so people are looking for a AI platform engineer. Okay, now this is a new buzzword like AI plus the mixture of DevOps entirely with SRE. Okay, where you'll be handling the entire infra. Okay, so you have to look for that part. So for that, what you need to learn very specifically the AI services which are available in a certain cloud. So probably with respect to AWS or with respect to Azure.
Okay.
Okay. And then the integration of those services to build your complete, like whatever the platform that you were building. Okay, so that's why the term platform AI engineer. I know few people who have done the switch very specifically. Okay, from SRE role to that AI platform engineer. So very specifically, I told you about this because entirely like you will be working with Kubernetes and all those things that you have done in SRE. Okay, now with that, the integration of AI services, as simple as that.
Okay. So in that role, we'll be responsible for building these solutions as well, right?
Yes, like you will be working with the engineers because majorly what happens, like I can say that every data scientist or everybody is not working in the ops team, that ops like ML ops. Probably like if you're working now, if you're learning AI and others, you can be handling that. So like probably the team has done the containerization. Now it's your job to pull that particular image and from there move it to certain staging, then probably to production, those things that will be controlled.
And for that specific role, will the data science foundations fundamentals also be needed, like machine learning
You
algorithms?
should know the basics. The idea is not to go into a deep dive because really what matters to you is the container running successfully or not. So that is part of the other team, like whoever is working, because alone you can't do everything. You have to understand. You have to always think from a perspective of teams. Okay, so yes, if you know the concept, it's good. Then you know exactly how the application is working, the entire flow of the application. Okay, like from the starting point of the app, how it is doing, how it is exiting. So those things you will know. If you don't know few concepts, really it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, you know that okay, you will sit with the engineer, you will ask, okay, now how the things are exposed here. You can simply look into the Docker script, you will get an overall idea. Okay, but if you want to go deep dive, you can simply interact with the team. And if you know the concepts, it becomes much easier.
Okay. Sure, Paul. Thanks. That helped very.
All right, Viraj. Next, there is Ajay Singh, Amit Jain. Okay. Then there is Kritika. Okay, Sonali.
Shall I
Then
speak? Amit this side.
yeah, Amit, please go ahead.
Okay. I have around 16 to 17 years of work ex, and right now I lead the Agentic AI product management for in Accenture. So the thing is that I'm not into coding anymore. Uh, Although I have an engineering counterpart who's leading the team. I've been a developer in the beginning of my career. I mean, I started as an engineer, then moved into data science roles, then did my MBA. but post my MBA, I've been in product roles. But I mean, I've been reading about these Gen AI, LLMs, RAG, context engineering, everything. So conceptually, I love to learn because I love to learn maths and all the mathematics behind what is happening in these algorithms. So I just wanted to understand from your perspective also, because the problems which I see now in production when we are building products is that when you start to use these libraries, GitHubs, just as a boilerplate, right? Because when you start applying these codes, whatever you get from internet or GitHubs, there are a lot of algorithms which are getting rolled out every day, new GitHubs coming up. They don't work because your data is different, right? So the crux lies in understanding the fundamentals behind these small things like context engineering. Mostly in RAG, it is about being able to chunk your data properly, have the right retrieval strategy, and then curating the prompt in such a way, or the context in such a way that it fetches the right answer, right? So that is where I feel that fundamentally engineering team, at least in my case, I've seen that engineering teams try to do things very fast and then it doesn't work the way as a product manager I want or my client want. Uh, so from your perspective, how should I take learning, or how should I maximize my learning in this course, considering the fact that I'll not be coding anymore in my career, right? I mean, I'll not get to. I might do a project or I've done project or two. I've built my small language model on weekends. I've done those drag engine also built on weekends. It's like a pet project, right? Uh, but now the expectations from me at an organization level are very different. Uh, so yeah, I just wanted to pick your brains on that.
Okay, now from your perspective, if I'm talking about, like, if you're handling an engineering team, then also like this can be. But if you're completely into business, really, like,
Not completely into business. I have to get into those discussions where I'm designing. I'm
okay,
actually
if you
sitting
are
with.
designing and architecting any type of engineering system with respect to AI, if I talk about, then
Mhm.
things will be helpful because I'll be talking about a lot of amount of research. Like for any leaders,
Yeah,
any
I read
architect.
research paper every week, at least
Uh,
one. Yeah.
if you are into that, okay, then you will, because the idea is that you can take better decisions.
Yes.
For me, that will be the main thing.
Yes,
Okay, I
exactly.
will tell you, yeah. So that's why I told you, like starting from 2021 till 2025, all the major papers with respect to RAG. So at least I told how many types of RAG that I will be talking about, more than 20 types of RAG. Now you can think about from this, like any team, if I'm talking about, they can build a RAG within 7 days, but it is not always possible. Okay, you can build a bare minimum, I can say. If you really want to build a RAG system with all the research that you have, okay, probably it might take 3 months.